Hi, I'm Amy Romeo, and on this channel I make faux leather crafting with your Cricut fun and easy. Today in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make these really cute candy heart keychains, perfect for Valentine's Day, and I have the SVG file for this project free on my blog, and I'll let you know how to get those in just a moment. But first let's talk about the tools and materials we'll be using. So I'll be making this project with my Cricut Maker, but you can use any of the current Cricut machines, including the Cricut Joy, because they all cut faux leather with that standard fine point blade. Now the faux leather that I'm using is a sheet of red faux leather. You can also use faux leather on a roll. I'll leave links to my favorite faux leather supplier and all of the supplies I use in the video description. Now the red will be the bottom layer of the keychain, like you can see here, and then we're going to apply a heat transfer vinyl layer on top. So whatever color is underneath is what is going to show through here for your text. So if you wanted to, you could also update this design a little bit and maybe use something like a bright pink as your bottom layer. It's up to you. Then for the heat transfer vinyl, I'm going to use some Caesar Easy Weed in a light purple color, but you can use any color you'd like. There's so many fun pastels in those candy hearts that you can choose from. So to press the heat transfer vinyl onto the faux leather, I'm going to use my Easy Press Mini, but you could also use a larger heat press or Easy Press. I have a heat pressing pad. I have a cover sheet to protect my surface when I'm pressing. I have a weeding tool. I have some small curved scissors in case I need to trim up any edges. I have some blue painter's tape. This is going to help us get good cuts with our faux leather. And then I have some jewelry making pliers because we'll want to attach a little cute tassel, a faux suede tassel using a 10mm jump ring onto our key ring in the end. Now the key rings that I'm using are just 30mm circle split ring key rings. And again, I'll link to those for you, but I also found these super cute little heart keychains, little split ring key rings. So I'll link to those for you as well. Now to finish off this project, we'll be gluing, and I like to use Fabri-Tac glue. It gives me a really smooth surface in between my two layers of faux leather without any lumps or bumps, and I really like to use this when gluing faux leather. But you can use whatever fabric or craft glue you'd like. I'll be cutting my faux leather on my purple strong grip mat. If you don't have a purple strong grip mat, you can use a new nice and sticky green mat in a pinch, and then I'll use my green mat to cut my heat transfer vinyl. Okay, so let me show you how to get the SVG file for this project, and then we will dive right in. To get the SVG file for this project free on my blog, just visit amyromeo.com/design219, enter your name and your best email address, and I will send it right over to you. Starting with a blank canvas in Cricut Design Space, you'll click on Upload and then Upload Image, and you'll browse to where the unzipped SVG files have been downloaded onto your device for this project. Now for the freebie, you'll get Be Mine, Crazy For You, and Cutie Pie, those 3 designs. If you want more candy heart keychain designs, I have a bundle of 18 designs in my shop, and I'll link to that for you. So all 3 of these are going to be made in the exact same way. I'll just click on one of them to demonstrate today. So click Open. You'll see a preview of your shapes, and then click Continue. And then click Upload. So this is a really easy project. We only have 2 layers. The bottom layer, the red layer, will cut from faux leather, and the top layers here, the front and the back, will cut from the heat transfer vinyl color of your choice. So we don't need to change the size on these at all. Just go ahead and click the Make It button. We're cutting our material on a mat. Now the first thing we need to do when our mats load is toggle that mirror button on for both mats, and that's because faux leather and heat transfer vinyl cut in reverse. Then what we want to do is just drag our shape away from the edges of our mat, the top and side edges, and that's because we'll be applying some blue painter's tape around the sides, and we want to allow room for that. Same thing here with our little vinyl layers. I'm just going to drag them away from the edges of my mat and away from each other a little bit. This will make it easier when we have to cut these 2 shapes apart and weed them to be able to press them individually. So I'm going to click back up here on my faux leather mat and just make a note. It looks like I need a piece of red faux leather about 3 inches wide and 6 inches tall to be able to completely cut out this shape. So I'll make a note of that size and then click Continue. The cut setting we'll be using is called Faux Leather Paper Thin. Don't worry if your faux leather is not paper thin, that's just what Cricut calls it. This is the setting that I use 99.9% of the time that I cut faux leather with my machine. Now, if you don't have this setting bookmarked as a favorite like I do, you can click on Browse All Materials and search for it. If you're using the Explore Air 2, you'll need to turn your dial to Custom before you can search for and find this setting. If you're using the Cricut Joy Xtra, you'll need to create this setting, and I have a YouTube video that I'll link to for you on exactly how to do that. So faux leather paper thin, and we're using more pressure as our setting. And here's the reminder that we're just using the regular fine point blade that comes with all of the current Cricut machines. Now for your heat transfer vinyl layer, you'll want to use the cut setting that's best for your brand and type of heat transfer vinyl. Okay, let's hop back over to my overhead camera and we will start putting together our project. So I've gone ahead and trimmed my piece of red faux leather down to that size that I noted in the matte preview screen. I'm going to turn this over pretty side down and put it on my purple strong grip mat right in that spot that I saw the shape was going to cut in the matte preview screen. And then I'm going to use some blue painter's tape just to tape around all sides. So I like to use this a few times before I throw these little pieces away. So I have some little saved pieces of blue painter's tape, or you can take it right off the roll and just place that around on all sides. This is going to help keep our faux leather from shifting as the blade is running through, and that's going to help us get a good cut. So I have my faux leather paper thin cut setting with more pressure ready to go. So I'm just going to load my mat into the machine and begin the cut. So this is a really easy, quick cut. The machine has already cut our layer one time, but I don't want to unload my mat yet. I want to use my sharp weeding tool and just lift up an edge to see if it looks like the cut went all the way through. And this one looks good, but if your cut isn't lifting up cleanly, you can press that cut button again over and over as many times as you need to until you can tell that your cut is going to be easily removed from your mat. Mine looks good though, so I'm going to unload my mat and remove my shape. And then you can see how this keychain is going to work. We're going to slide our key ring right here and then fold this over and then glue. We will press our heat transfer vinyl first. We always want to apply heat transfer vinyl first and then glue. If you do it in the opposite order and you're trying to heat press onto something that has glue in between, the glue can bubble and it will ruin your keychain. Okay, now I'm going to hop back into Design Space, cut out my heat transfer vinyl mat, and weed away the inside letters so we're ready to press. So I wanted to mention while I'm weeding this that it's important to remember that you're weeding the letters out of the heart shape. You want to be sure that you don't weed out things like the inside of the numbers or the letters. So you're just weeding away the outline of the letter, and you're leaving everything else. So I've gone ahead and weeded away all of the letters, being sure to leave those little center parts. Now I'm just going to use my scissors and trim these two shapes apart. I'll take a moment to reset my work area, and then we'll press our heat transfer vinyl layers, glue our keychains, and attach our keychain hardware. So I'm ready to press the keychain together. The Easy Press Mini is set on the low setting. That's that first green line. Remember, if you're using a regular heat press, I recommend setting it to about 265 degrees. Now all we need to do is take our little heart, kind of line this up here, and you will see there's just a tiny bit of a red border on the outside, the red of the faux leather. And I did that because I didn't want the heat transfer vinyl to go all the way to the edge and maybe lift up over time with heavy use, since this will be a keychain. So I'm just going to kind of get that in position, cover with my cover sheet. Now this is a Teflon sheet that I've trimmed smaller, but you could also use butcher paper or parchment paper. So now I'm just going to take my Easy Press Mini and I'm going to press all over. You want to get good pressure for about 7 to 10 seconds. So I'm going to remove my cover sheet. I want to very slowly and carefully start to peel back that clear carrier sheet, And I'm doing this slowly because if my vinyl is lifting or bubbling, I can place it right back down, cover, and press some more. But this looks pretty good, so I'll just keep peeling. And that looks cute. You can see that little red border. Now I'm just going to flip this over and press on the other side. Now you'll notice when I'm using my Easy Press Mini, I tend to move it around like I'm ironing, but if you're using a regular Easy Press, you would just press it down for the allotted time, about 7 to 10 seconds. There we go, that looks pretty good. So when the faux leather cools, it starts to curl a little bit. So what I want to do is just hit this with heat for a few more seconds on both sides. And I want to place this underneath my heat pressing pad for about a minute so that it cools nice and flat. So while that's cooling for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and connect my little faux suede tassel here to my split ring key ring. And I'm just going to use a 10mm jump ring to do that. These are already open, but if they're not, you can use your pliers to open your jump ring, attach your tassel, attach it onto your key ring, and then close it right back up. You can attach charms this way, or you can leave this off if you prefer. Now you'll see that I have a heavy book here at my work table, and this is what's going to help us get a really nice seamless edge on our faux leather keychain after we glue it. So I have my Beacon Fabri-Tac ready to go. I've had the bottle upside down so the glue comes down to the tip. So the first thing we want to do before we glue is get this key ring onto the center part, what I call the bridge. And that's just because that way you won't be trying to push this over the faux leather after the keychain is already glued. So all you need to do is kind of fold this a little bit, pop it through, and then we're going to flip it over and put it on our work surface. Now what I want to do is take my fabric glue and I'm going to apply glue all over the back of one heart. So I'm going to do this one. You don't want to get glue on that bridge area, and you don't want to get the glue all the way up to the edge. You want to get it pretty close, but not all the way. That's because when we press this under the heavy book, that's going to help the glue that's close to the edge seep up to the edge, give us a nice firm seal without spilling over. So I hope you can see that. I've got glue all over the back here. All I'm going to do now is take my top layer here, fold it over, and start to press. Then I'll pick it up, just make sure that all of my edges are lined up neatly. Now you'll see at this stage, we don't have a nice firm seal yet. And if you glued this like this and just left it to dry, you wouldn't get a nice tight seal and you would be frustrated with gluing faux leather together. So this next step is really important. We're going to go ahead and place this down on our work surface and just put that heavy book over. So you can see I'm letting the tab stay out and that little faux suede tassel so they're not in the way. So you want to let this dry underneath your heavy book for at least a few hours, and then when you remove it, you'll be able to see a much tighter edge. This is already starting to take shape. Now you do see a little tiny bit of white, which is that underneath color of the faux leather. If you wanted, you could take a red Sharpie marker and you could color all along the edges if you desired. So here's another look at all of these cute little candy heart keychains together. Remember, you get 3 free designs that I will email you when you visit amyromeo.com/design219. And then I will leave a link for the bundle of 18 other designs that I think you will enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.